Hi guys, welcome back to TM Movie Vault. If you're anything like me, demonic possession movies hit different. They're not just about jump scares, they tap into fear, faith, loss of control, and the terrifying idea that something ancient and evil can take over the human soul. Today, I'm counting down my 5 favorite demonic possession movies of all time. These films range from brutal and disturbing to slow-burning and psychological, and each one brings something unique to the genre. So turn down the lights, grab your popcorn. Let's begin. Number 5, The Possession of Hannah Grace.
Well, I got a weird one for you. Her name is Hannah Grace, and her family was performing an exorcism or something on her.
Coming in at number 5 is The Possession of Hannah Grace, a movie that combines demonic horror with a claustrophobic, late-night setting. The story follows Megan Reed, a former police officer who takes a job working the night shift at a hospital morgue after surviving a traumatic incident. One night, a body arrives with no explanation, a young woman named Hannah Grace. As Megan performs the intake process, she begins to notice disturbing signs. The body moves, lights flicker, hallucinations begin, and slowly, it becomes clear that Hannah Grace was the victim of a failed exorcism, and whatever demon was inside her, never left. What makes this movie stand out is its setting. Almost the entire film takes place in a cold, silent morgue, which adds a sense of isolation and dread. The scares are tight, fast, and brutal, and the demon is relentless. It's not the deepest possession film ever made, but it's a solid, nightmarish experience that keeps the tension high from start to finish. Number 4, The Old Ways.
Woman, she practices the old ways. She's a bruja.
At number 4 is The Old Ways, a possession movie that blends folklore, cultural horror, and psychological trauma. The film follows Christina, a journalist who travels to rural Mexico to investigate local stories about witchcraft and demonic possession. However, shortly after arriving, she's kidnapped by villagers who believe she's been possessed by a powerful demon. Christina wakes up chained inside a dark hut, surrounded by people who are convinced that the only way to save her is through brutal, ancient exorcism rituals passed down through generations. What makes The Old Ways so effective is how it blurs the line between possession and mental trauma. Christina struggles with addiction and personal demons, making you question whether what's happening is supernatural or psychological. The film is slow, atmospheric, and deeply unsettling. Instead of relying on jump scares, it builds dread through pain, fear, and the idea that salvation might require suffering. This is one of those possession films that lingers with you long after the credits roll. Number 3, The Vatican Tapes.
Why does the devil choose one person over another?
Demon's greatest threat is not to your body, but your soul.
Sweetie?
Number 3 on the list is The Vatican Tapes, a movie that leans heavily into Catholic lore and global demonic conspiracy. The story centers on Angela Holmes, a young woman whose life begins to unravel after a series of violent and inexplicable incidents. As her behavior becomes more disturbing, priests and exorcists become involved, including officials connected directly to the Vatican. Unlike many possession films that focus on one demon, The Vatican Tapes suggests something much bigger. Angela may not just be possessed, she may be the vessel for a demonic force capable of triggering the apocalypse. This movie escalates quickly. What starts as classic possession symptoms turns into something far more dangerous, with shocking violence and a bleak, hopeless tone. While it's not universally loved, The Vatican Tapes earns its place for its bold ending, dark atmosphere, and the terrifying idea that sometimes, the exorcism fails. Number 2, The Rite.
Buongiorno.
Do you know why Father Lucas is famous? He's done over 1,000 exorcisms.
At number 2 is The Rite, a more restrained, character-driven possession film inspired by real events. The movie stars Anthony Hopkins as Father Lucas, a veteran exorcist, and follows Michael Kovac, a skeptical seminary student sent to the Vatican to study exorcism rituals. Michael doesn't believe in demonic possession at first. But as he witnesses case after case, and as Father Lucas himself begins to show disturbing signs, Michael is forced to confront the reality of evil and the power of faith. What makes The Rite stand out is its realism. The film takes its time explaining rituals, theology, and doubt. The possession isn't flashy, it's slow, terrifying, and deeply personal. Anthony Hopkins delivers a chilling performance that carries the entire film, proving that sometimes the scariest possession stories don't need non-stop chaos, just belief, fear, and loss of control. Number 1. The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I don't care about my reputation. What I care about is telling Emily Rose's story.
And finally, at number 1, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This film is widely considered one of the most powerful possession movies ever made, and for good reason. Inspired by a true story, the movie follows Emily Rose, a young college student who begins experiencing horrifying visions, seizures, and supernatural attacks. Her condition worsens until her family believes she's possessed, leading to a tragic exorcism that ultimately results in her death. The story is told through a courtroom trial, where a priest is charged with negligent homicide. As the trial unfolds, we see flashbacks of Emily's suffering, while experts argue whether her condition was demonic possession or untreated mental illness. What makes this movie unforgettable is its emotional weight. It's terrifying, heartbreaking, and thought-provoking all at once. Jennifer Carpenter's performance as Emily is haunting and raw, easily one of the most disturbing portrayals of possession ever put on screen. This film doesn't just scare you. It makes you question faith, science, and what happens when the two collide. That's why The Exorcism of Emily Rose earns the top spot. And there you have it, my top 5 favorite demonic possession movies. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or if I missed one of your favorites. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more horror content. Until next time.
Choosing not to believe in the devil won't protect you from him.